Hello and what is up, everybody? Back in action. I know, right? Crazy. Crazy to be back at it. As you can see, I've added another farm. We're going to go take a look at that, as well as a couple of the other things that I've done a little bit off the camera. Just duplication of other things, right? So we got a few things on the agenda here for today, so that's good. We were getting into a conversation on Discord, actually, about the fact that a lot of people don't put any design work into their whole setup, when it comes to modded Minecraft. And I was thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, not a lot of people do. So, hopefully that makes me a little bit of a difference maker compared to some others out there. Okay, so a couple things here, as my family is messaging me all over the place. I tell you. So a couple things here. I did set up this fermenter. I think we did this. So this is going to take my apple juice, or fruit juice, I should say, from here just into this fermenter. So we're using fruit juice. Now this is the last fermenter that gets filled with saplings, okay? Because it's the least important, in my opinion, out of the entire setup. This one gets filled first. Now, currently, we have a little bit of an issue where my saplings are down. And the reason for that is, well, we set up a whole nother farm, right? So, as we previously talked about. So, that's one of the things. But we started making ethanol, okay? So, biomass in the still becomes ethanol. Pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy there. Those of you that have played forestry before understand that process. So we just have that going via XNet to move the biomass, and I have that filtered, right? So where are we at here? Is it this one? No, it's this one, right? So I have it filtered to export biomass and import biomass into the still, okay, to make ourselves some ethanol. Like I said, very, very straightforward, no big deal. I also have all my priority lists and everything like that already configured. Okay, so I've been slowly but surely moving some seeds over, getting some seed oil going. That's kind of our seed oil machine. Okay, everything else is working great. We're almost at 20 million stored RF, which is crazy, just off these biogas engines that are still churning along. And this is just two of them. We're slowly but surely increasing over time and getting some stuff done, right? So, yeah, just something pretty darn sweet to think of. So I made this nice little walkway here into pretty much our forestry farms area. We talked a little bit about this, having, like 4 farms eventually set up out here and going, right? So one of the big things here is, so we're full on the saplings over here. Over here, we were a little bit reduced, a little bit short, to say the least. When I looked at circuit boards, the one that can take four separate electron tubes, the intricate, I believe it is, requires like atomic stuff from Mechanism, and it's pretty expensive. So I went with just the enhanced circuit board. What this one does, I added some, I believe it was lapis electron tubes for 2 of them, and that allows us to farm pumpkins and melons. It's like a gourd farm, basically. So those get farmed and work their way up to the system over there in our tower, okay? Big beam of light, our tower. So this one kind of is a dual purpose. We have 2 separate things that's going on here. Normal. 2 separate things here. Everything else is pretty much the same. Exact same wiring, you name it. It's a farm. No, nothing to change there. So once this guy gets through its backlog and gets enough saplings to kind of fill itself up, then we should start to see our backlog work its way out again, and those filled back up with saplings, okay? So this guy being empty, that's pretty bad. That's very bad, because that means our biomass is going to start to drop. We do have a healthy backlog of biomass, there, but we don't want to have that go down too much. This is one of our main sources of power. Pretty much our only source of power at this point in time. So very, very good stuff. Outside of that, yeah, it was lapis for the gourd farm. So, yeah, with the soldering iron. So that was one of the things that we did. The cobble gen is working great. We have the full chest backup here, ready to go, along with the additional 64 in there. We are set up very, very nicely with that. And so that means we are fully stocked up there. Nothing really changed here too much. We just kind of have power going to that. Let's jump over to the IC2 section. Actually, was there something up here? Yeah, you know what? Before we go to IC2, let's build a couple things. So here's our pumpkins and our melons. They're coming into the system the same way as everything else. As you can see, we're up to 5 stacks of apples from the farm, stuff like that. And our fertilizer is still pretty strong. Okay. There's a couple things that I wanted to work on, though. There's a few steps towards further automation, right? There's things that we need to get done, right? And one of those things is, well, we can make ourselves a biogenerator and also this centrifuge, right? And I wouldn't mind getting the portable analyzer as well. So the biogenerators are going to generate EU for us from biomass or ethanol. Sweet. We have both of those. And the centrifuge is obviously for working down the honeycombs that you get from bees and such. So it's a little bit more bee-centric. See what I did there? Bee-centric. That's good. It's solid gold. Okay? Solid gold. Iron chandelier ring. Okay. If you say so, game. And a revolver from Immersive Engineering. Cool. Those are cool little rewards. Haven't gotten either of those yet, so very happy about that. And we completed a couple quests, which is good. The portable analyzer, let's take a look at that. The analyzer via portable. Yeah, water, tin, glass, diamonds, and redstone. I think we can do that here pretty darn easily. So that's 4. I think we need stained glass. Do I have any stained glass? The diamond's actually the easiest part of that entire thing. We have so many diamonds at this point. It's kind of nice to have all those diamonds. I don't think I have any plain old glass panes. Okay, that's fine. So we need 2 of those. So we'll get this guy fired up as well down in our carpenter here. Very easily done. Cheating by not taking the path. I know, right? I'm sorry. I apologize. All right, boom, boom, boom. We'll do the diamond. We will do the redstone. We will do the tin along the sides, and then the glass panes up the middle. Throw those in, and that'll get us our portable analyzer. That's nice. So we can get that quest reward done. Kind of sort of getting closer and closer to finishing up the whole forestry section. We could definitely get the Rainmaker and even the flexible casing, but I don't really see a point to it at this point. That might just be more completionist once we get down there. And then there's a few things that hopefully we can start to work on in the IC2 side of things. All right, let's get our portable analyzer and our loot. Very nice. Okay, good. Excellent stuff. A hang glider. That is very useful. Thank you very much. That's very nice. I like that. Okay, good. Let's head on back up. Let's solve the one other thing that I had in my crafting table, and then we'll jump on down to the IC2 section and see about this biogenerator and see what it can do for us. And I'll show you the setup that I have down there as well. So I prepared myself with a whole bunch of compacting drawers, 7 of them to be exact. Very, very important. I wanted to get these up and running almost immediately. And the reason being is, well, more than anything, it's pretty much just time. We haven't really, I haven't really had the time or the resources to really get these. Oh, I was afraid of that. I was afraid of that. That one I'm okay with. That one I'm actually okay with. Do I want it, though? I don't think I do. Anyways, yeah, so I want to get these guys set up, and we want to set them up with the right stuff, to say the least. Boom. Boom. Okay, there we go. Now they're secured. They're safe now. We're good to go. All right, the mulch. I don't really want to store this at this point in time, so we'll just put it in here for now. The andesite, we got the double compressed. I'm actually okay having a few of those lying around, along with the compressed. This cobble, though, we can get rid of. We'll avoid that one. There we go. All right, so we have these compacting drawers, which is really, really good. And then we'll probably cap them off with not exactly that. I'll probably do some sort of a rounded or like one of these, potentially. One makes one. That might be not big enough. We might need the bigger one. Yeah, this guy. Right, so then we can kind of cap it off accordingly, like that, and make it nice and rounded, right? So then it looks good. Okay. What I want this for is all my other resources, right? The iron, the gold, the tin, the copper. These are some of the main ones anyways. So the iron will definitely do. The gold, just getting all of our resources a little bit more situated. And then equally, once I tie these in with the XNet stuff, it will allow us to really optimize this overall, right? So if we do, so this was tin. Ah, they don't convert. Okay. So we'll do the osmium there. I'll put that piece of tin in for now. And I think the last one, we'll do silver and lead. I think that's pretty good. I wouldn't mind having steel in there, but we might have to deal with that later. But the other nice thing is we'll be able to pull nuggets of these quite readily as well. So that'll be good. Then we have a few additional resources like the aluminum and the steel that we'll probably get our fourth row of on anyways, and things like bronze that I wouldn't mind getting a little bit more automated as well, right? So just those little details. We are victorious. We have a hang glider. All right, over to IC2. Let's go. I really don't need this, so we'll put the hang glider there. Perfect. So just like the other area over there, I ran my XNet all the way over into my IC2 area. And remember that semi-fluid generator that we had? Well, I set it up. And this guy is set up with ethanol to come in and generate. Now this guy here generates 16 EU per tick, right? So very, very efficient, very nice. I'm very happy with this overall. Very happy. It's going to be great. So we have that set up. That's doing 16 EU per tick, which has really helped overall with my power. We still have the solar panel out there as well for kind of a passive generation. But yeah, this is keeping that bat box nice and full. We are good to go, but we are using up a decent amount of ethanol. Now, this bio generator is going to do the exact similar thing, okay? So we could definitely set up this bio generator as well, but I think it's almost the same rates. I do kind of want to try it, though. I definitely want to try it. But when I looked through some of the IC2 quests, I'm like, you know, what am I really doing with the IC2 stuff right now, right? We have the basics. You know, we have just enough to kind of get a little bit dangerous with IC2 and a few nice things like the compressor and the block cutting machine. But we don't really have a good, strong setup for our IC2 stuff, especially when it comes to storing power. You know, this solar panel's generating right now. You know, this guy's could generate. And we're kind of lacking in general power storage, right? So I was kind of looking down the power line a little bit where we could look to go with a CESU and upgrade some of our systems. Now, to do that, we will also need a few other things as well. So what I want to do is I want to start looking at the CESU, first of all, so that we can get that done. This guy is extremely expensive on bronze more than anything. This advanced RE battery is bronze. It's sulfur, which I don't know if I have sulfur, to be honest. I don't even know if I have sulfur, actually. Can we even make it? Sag mill, rock crusher, extractor from gunpowder. Okay. Okay, so we can make the sulfur, so that's good. So either way, we need 3 sulfur. We're going to need a lot of bronze, a little bit of lead, and some copper cables and such. A decent amount of stuff, all things considered. You know, bronze itself is not the easiest to make. So let's see if we can't make enough right off the get-go. That'll give us 6. Yeah, I think that's about right. And let's grab a piece of coal. I've kind of been using the kiln and the smelter interchangeably for bronze. We do have a little bit here, so that's good. So we can kind of start that process. And I'm pretty sure I have enough gunpowder. Ooh, just enough. Just enough to get the sulfur we require. Okay. We will need some more copper insulated cabling. And we need bronze plates, bronze item casings. So let's get, how many do we need overall? That's 2, 4, 6, and it looks like we'll need 3 of those total. So while we wait on the bronze, I'm going to run down here and we'll start hammering out and doing some of the other systems here, okay? So we will do this in the extruding. That'll give us the wire. As you can see, the ethanol is coming over from the other system, and our power is just perfect. It is working awesomely, okay? This guy needed to be in the extractor. We're extracting the sulfur out of the gunpowder, basically, is what's happening there. It's amazing. These IC2 machines, they are not light when it comes to your resources. So, yeah. It's definitely one of those things. You can drain a good amount of power out of these guys, so keep that in mind. I do also still have the generator from before, so we could add to it, like getting another solar panel. Might be kind of a fun little idea to keep expanding on that, as well as we could go into like nuclear and all that jazz, okay? So there's a lot of different options there overall. So we'll get those guys started to fire up. I'm going to run back and let's grab our bronze here out of our kiln. It should be done. That's good. I don't know exactly how much I need. But yeah, we'll explore that as we go. So I know for sure I need 5. And then we need 5 for these. So that's going to be another 5 plates, right? Because that'll give us 10. And then it's also going to be another 5. So that's going to be, what will that be? That's another 3, right? So we're going to need 10 plus 3. So 13, is that right? I think that's right. I think it's 13. Bronze total for this. My math might be a little wrong. It might be a little wrong, but that's okay. And then for the copper cabling, we're going to need 1 and then at least 6. So we'll need at least 6 and 7, I think, to be insulated. And let's just store these lapis plates. I made some more of those as well, just in case we needed them. Okay, very good. We'll get those guys done. We got to do the pulverized stuff. We should have our sulfur. Good. Can throw that in there. And I need some leadstone dust. I think I have some actual lead ore, so that'll work out great. Let's see. Yeah, right there. Okay, good. 2 should do the job. I think that's all that we require. Let me out. Let me out. Let me hang glide. There we go. Nailed it. All right, so we need at least 5 and then 3 more to be pounded again for the bronze. And then these guys, we need to get macerated. So get macerating, lead. Get macerating. Did a chicken just die? I swear I just heard one die. If it did, that sucks. I don't want to hear a chicken die. All right, so this is working good. Get a little bit of water into my system. So let's get the first one done here. Boop, boop, boop. And we'll just kind of build it as we go. Crushed lead ore. I hope that that works. It's kind of staying unpulverized though, isn't it? It's got to work, right? Oh my lord, it doesn't work. Is this real life right now? Is this real life right now? Oh my god. Okay. All right. Fine. Be that way. Game system. All right. Be that way. So I guess we have to cook it in our furnace. Sure. Why not? And then I guess we'll have to hammer it. Was that what it was? I mean, we could throw it in the crusher as well. I guess we could do that, but I might have to go take that over to my extra utilities crusher, because, yeah, this is kind of annoying. Not going to lie. Very annoying. Okay. Either way, we got those. Yay, we made more lead. Woohoo. Not what I wanted. You know, like that stuff like that, that's the type of thing that you should probably have coded in there correctly. All right, 1, 2, and we'll go over to this. I can't believe the IC2 stuff isn't good for the IC2 stuff, if you know what I mean. So this guy here, we are actually going to disable this chain. So this is the one that actually works between these two to move product between the crusher and my furnace automatically. Okay, so I just go over there, I disable it if I'm not using it, for example, like what we're about to do. So we'll grab this pulverized, good, and we'll head on back to the IC2 setup. There we go, and we'll get this done. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. All right, 3 advanced batteries, and we'll get this guy cooked up, and we'll sleep right about now. There we go. Hit the horizon. That's the key there. All right, good. Good. All right. So this guy goes like this and like this with that, and these batteries in the middle. This is going to give us our CESU. Now, one of the big differences here, as you can see, it outputs 128 and it's power tier 2. Whereas if you look at this guy, this outputs 32 and is power tier 1. So the big change here is the amount of power that you're outputting. And item placeholder, better questing. Wi-Fi charge personal charger. I'm pretty sure that's good, but right now it's just a question mark. Right now it's just a question mark. So anyways, one of the things that I'm thinking about doing is expanding our power system along this way. And I might do it between this and next episode. And the reason I'm saying that is because I would like to get at least an MFE. Okay. Now, MFE is a little bit more difficult. You still need those basic machine casings, but you also need these energy crystals, which is energium dust. And you need 9 of them. So each one is about 4 diamonds, if I'm not mistaken. I wouldn't mind seeing. Actually, in the crusher, okay. So that gives us 2. Macerator gives 1. I think we're better off doing that in the macerator than with the ore. Right? So we got a little bit to configure and to get going here. It's going to eat up quite a bit of redstone as well. And we also need some gold insulation cables to get this going. 4 of them. So that's going to be 2 gold, a little bit more rubber. I think I have enough. It looks like I have enough. Okay, that's good. And these energy crystals. So let's grab some diamonds. So we're going to need how many diamonds for this? 4 times 4. So that's 16 diamonds. Ooh, wee. Expensivo. And that's going to be 4 times 5. So it's going to be 20 redstone, right? Pretty expensive item, all things considered, right? When you think about how expensive some other stuff is, this one's up there for sure. So we'll do this. We'll get that going. And we'll throw in these diamonds into our macerator to get them fired up as well. I'm going to double this down a little bit just to speed things up slightly. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And like so. And then the diamonds go in between. That'll be good. The other thing that we're going to need is... I don't think I need this cabling. I already had 2. Yeah, I think we're good on the cabling. Do I need anything else? What was I thinking of? I was thinking of something. But I think we have it all. I think we're good to go. So this guy we need... I think it's double insulated. Yeah, so this plus rubber. Yeah, we're going to need a little bit more rubber. That's the thing that I was thinking of. Okay, so let me go and get some of this stuff, get things ready, and we'll finish off the episode with an MFE and maybe one other item that we're going to require. All right, so we should almost be done over yonder with the IC2 stuff. But let's just set up this guy here. I want to insert... Oh, that's power. Extract. I need this guy here. And I want to insert melons and apples. Now, what this is going to do is this should input melons and apples. This is priority, right? Insert. Did I do that right? Yeah. Insert. Priority 0. Why is this not working? Basically, I want it to insert melons and apples. Why is it not working? Melons and apples, please. I want to utilize the resources that I've captured. Hello? Do they have to be inserted from the top? I didn't think that they were eye-sided. I was almost positive that they weren't. Let's make sure I have the right one, I guess. Maybe that's a good place to start. Yeah, that's the right one. Oh, you know why? I know why. We do not have it in here. That's why. So we need to have these to be allowed in our export out of our drawer controller. So let me go grab another melon quickly and punch that in. That's why. I was like, why isn't it pulling from the system? I really probably will need to change that. I don't think we want to have a filter on our drawer controller. We should be filtering at the machines, not the controller itself. Right? And I think that makes most sense anyways. So we'll add melons. We'll add apples to it. And now, as you can see, we are chock full of them. Okay? So that's good. Hopefully that'll backlog up. But what it's doing is it's going to give us our fruit juice to give us the ethanol that we are looking for, which is good. This guy's backed up and filled, which is great. That's one of the things that we were looking for. So this should be maxed out, which it is. Excellent. And this one should also then be maxed out. Our system seems to be working exactly as I intended. So all of my priorities, everything like that is great. So these guys are full for saplings. Then it'll fill up this guy here, which it's full. That's great. Keeping these guys rocking and rolling. And then it ends up here to work with the fruit juice that we're gaining from the melons and apples from these farms to produce fruit juice to maximize the efficiency, to produce our biomass here, to get our ethanol. So now we've accomplished this. We're over 20 million RF with these two, and then our ethanol is actually supplying all of our power over at our IC2 setup. That is beautiful. This is very nice. Very, 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 very nice. All right, we got to compress that down. I put down the CESU and I cleared a little bit of space here just to prepare for a couple of things. But I need another basic machine setup here. And I need a couple aluminum plates. And then we should be good to go to get the MFE done. Now, the biggest problem here is we do have a couple other things that we need to invest in to get this setup completed. I don't think I have two. I have 2 aluminum plates. We need 2 more. That's not bad. That's not bad. Oh man, this flying around thing, very nice reward. I'm very big fan. Very big fan of that reward. All right. I should actually do this. Why am I not doing this? I always like. I don't know why I'm limiting myself on crafting tables this playthrough. There we go. And voila. This should give us the basic machine casings, and it gives us 4 of them, which is going to be awesome. And there we go, the MFE. Very nice. So, MFE with the insulated cables. Claim our loot. What do we get? Hardened iridium glass. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. The next one is the MFSU. It's a little bit, and by a little bit, I mean a lot more expensive. The biggest thing that we need here is we need transformers in between these things. So basically we need to have, so this MFE is going to go, say, right there. Okay, so the MFE outputs at 512. This guy's at 128, and we have our bat box here at 32, right? All of these machines are tier 1, so I want them to remain on the tier 1 tin cable, right, with the 32 output. So what we're going to have is we're just going to have a big power bank stored up before it gets to the machines at this point in time. There is ways to improve and upgrade these machines to require more power down the road. But for right now, that's all we're going to be looking at doing. Okay? So hopefully that makes sense. So we're going to need an LV and also an MV transformer. So the MV transformer is very easy. Basic machine casing with insulated copper cables. We can do that right this second. Very, very nice, cheap block. These guys aren't supposed to be super expensive. Now, you need, as you can see in the picture there, there's one with 5, and then there's a whole bunch of different output sides. But basically, I believe that is the correct way that we need to go. Now, I think you can also step it up or down accordingly with the new GUI, but I'm going to run both transformers just for now because I think it's going to be a little bit easier overall. I'm going to extrude a whole bunch of that. We're going to need insulated tin. Oh, nice. I have 2. That'll be perfect. Okay, good. Getting rid of a few items as well, which is really nice. And then just some wood. So overall, not too shabby. Pretty cheap overall. There we go. A couple more copper cables. Bloop. Get our coil with the tin and some wood, right? Kind of the basic, the more basic tier, right? And I'm going to throw that guy down right there. Now, the one catch is I'm going to have to move this generator. And that guy kind of sucks to have to move. Because I think we lose the resources that are in it. And I really don't want to lose 10 buckets of ethanol. Now, can I pick this back up? I don't believe so. No, we can't. So, yeah, bit of an annoyance, to say the least. But we'll set down that guy as well. And basically what this will do is it will... This guy we need to run some cabling to kind of power the rest of this stuff. So it's a little bit of an annoyance. I will have to make a little bit of extra tin cabling to kind of just make this happen. But overall, not too bad. I'm also going to move our solar panel that we had outside here into the MFE instead of just the bat box. The main reason for that is also, I think, pretty self-explanatory. But if it's not, let me know. This will also give us a little bit of tin cable back, which is nice. Not that it's super expensive, but... And it'll close up the outside of our building again. Yeah. That's the real benefit here. Okay. So we'll do that, and we'll throw down our solar panel again. So this guy will be generating for us, and it should be throwing it directly into the MFE. I didn't hear any big bang booms or anything like that, so that's very good. It means we set everything up accordingly. You'll see this guy's got power, and it's not converting its way down. I don't think. It's not. Wait. 256? Oh, it's got to go up to a specific number? Is this going up to 512 and then... Are we losing like half of our power by converting it through the transformer? That shouldn't be the case, right? 512. Okay, no, that gave a full 512. Strange. Very, very strange. Maybe it took some into this transformer. Maybe that has a buffer that I'm unaware of. I would think that that's got to be the case. Okay. Either way, we'll throw down this, get some more tin cabling. And this is going to be a little bit of a messed up setup, but we're just going to do that. So we'll burn through this ethanol, but we're gaining the power and we're storing the power accordingly. So it'll work really nice. We'll drain this completely out, and then what we'll do is we'll set up like our biogenerator over here, like so. And this guy we will configure with the XNet, right? So let's do this. Let's go down here. Go like so. And like so. And this connector, which is already configured, can go like right there. Good. Excellent. And then we'll have to set that up with bio, which is good. And then this connector here, we might just go vertical with it. I might add another connector, or we might just add it on top here and do a little bit of a spider type thing. But so overall, pretty darn nice. I like the system. I like the setup. Things are seeming to go pretty well here. Let's just configure. I think it's this one. Input, extract, no, not that one. This one, right? Extract biomass from there. Oh. No? Did I put it on this same line? From the still. Yeah, export ethanol. And then we'll do into the biogenerator. We will do an insert of ethanol. All right, cool. So we should be getting ethanol into our biogenerator over at our IC2 area. We'll go take a quick look. That should also pretty much 100% drain our ethanol out of our system, which it did. Okay, that's fine. That's actually beneficial because now we can get rid of this bucket as well by adding it to it. So yeah, almost full. This guy should be generating a decent amount of power. We're cruising, right? You can see here, well, we've already got like 120,000 EU plus another 40 over here, which is way more than the amount of EU we've had, period. So very nice stuff. Hopefully we can get a little bit of a backlog of power here and then look to maybe advance in our IC2 setup. Either way, we need to make a lot more ethanol. But this biogenerator it's doing okay. It's the same. This biogenerator, I think, is half zero point 0.5 millibuckets per tick for 16 EU. So is this. The exact same rate. Okay? This one's just pulling it down in tens, whereas this one pulls it down by ones. Okay? But it's pretty much the exact same according to all of the resources online and everything. So I'm going to trust them for now. And yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys liked the episode. We're pretty much done here. This is where we're wrapping up. I'm probably going to set up the centrifuge over here in our little system. Because we already have power here, I think I'm just going to do it like that and then add the centrifuge here as an insert of power. That'll get us power into our centrifuge, and then we can work on getting a few of these combs that I've found exploring the world quickly done up. Get some honey drops and such to try to power up our analyzer, right? So that we can maybe analyze some of these bees, these princesses. We will also have to go on a little bit of a hunt. The other thing that it gives us is beeswax, which is somewhat handy for certain things. Gendistry is one of them, but there is a few things like scented paneling and stuff that we can do with them, as well as candles. But wax capsules are also pretty useful for just handling and moving around fluids. I don't know if we'll need to worry about that with XNet in the system, but we'll explore that as we go. Our power, I'll keep monitoring it. It's definitely going down while the centrifuge is running over here. These forestry machines seem to take quite a bit of energy. We have the still running. We have the fermenters running, right? This guy's running as well. We have our fruit juice still running. So a lot of things are running right now. And it seems to finally be taxing some of our situation here. So, and that's okay. That's exactly why we do this. So, I think that's it. I think that's all we got for now. That's all the time we have. I hope you all enjoyed it. And yeah, we'll see you next episode. Thanks so much. Have a fantastic one.